First of all, I would like to share with all of you our agenda. This is the way that we're going to introduce and share with you our investigation information. I would like to talk about Tesla. Tesla is a very well-known company, which core business is to construct, to build electric car with a sustainable ecosystem and energy. It was founded in 2003. Roman Engineering is a German company that was founded in 1963. And the core business of that company is to construct systems for batteries and fuel cells. So now you can imagine why this merge was so important. And this merge has a total cost of acquisition of around $135 million. And the idea of these new companies is to have a new target to build around 500,000 units per year. Units, I mean, electric vehicles. Now we hand over with, okay, sorry, by the way, the new company in the name is Tesla's Roman Automation.
So today I'm talking about how we both companies. So before the merge, we have Tesla Motors. We have two CEOs from America. They came together and decided to establish Tesla Motors. But they were short of cash, so they had reached out to Elon Musk. And once they got him, and he was able to give them over $3 million. And when he did that, they made him chairman of the company. So over the years, while we have Global Motors and Global Engineering, this company is based in Germany, and they are manufacturers or manufacturers of cars in Germany. So over Global Engineering has over 700 employees, and one third were responsible for production engineers, one third technicians, and one third working on controls and technology. So, and Tesla, okay, so in 2017, the two owners, which is Mark Eberhard and Martins Teppenny, they resigned and they made Elon Musk the CEO. So Elon Musk has been working with these people to get to build a new model of electric cars so that to enable him have like a better version of electric cars to increase speed, to increase range, and to increase battery production. And so one point Elon Musk woke up and said, okay, let us go and acquire this company to enable us get them in totality to get all their services and so that we can produce a very good bottle. So in next slide please. So in 2000 November 27, 2016, Tesla acquired Chroma Engineering for 135 million with the intention of building intention of manufacturing the technology to build the machine that builds the machine. So the idea is to to buy the manufacturing company to enable them build the machine that builds the machine to get the company so they can build their car. So the main problem faced by Tesla for the acquisition was speed of output of vehicle, quality of output of vehicle, and cost per vehicle production and the rate of battery production. And Tesla bought the company at a premium because of the synergy expected from the potential monetization and from the integration of Roma's technology into the automotive business and as way of acquiring the talent. They wanted to get more talent to enable them produce better models. So the company, after the acquisition, was referred to as Tesla's Advanced Automation Group, and it is based in Durham, Germany. So I'm calling Richie.
Thank you, okay. So, while Tesla acquired Roman Engineering with the aim of ramping up its production from probably about 80,000 to 90,000 units a year in the year 2016 to with a target and aim of 500,000 vehicles a year. However, it met with obstacles during its operations. So first, let's take a look as to how this would have happened. The first model that we suggest is the Hofstede's six-dimensional cultural model. We are focusing on the participants, individualism, uncertainty, and long term in this presentation. We're not focusing on the masculinity and indulgence. Americans, by virtue of their nature, are highly individualistic. It means that they are self centered, goal oriented, and individual achievements form a higher priority. On the contrary, Germans, typically the Grown Engineering is a German firm, so the Germans typically are into more collectivism. I mean, basically they are scored less, as you can see, 67 compared to the American 91 score. They are their collectivism is more and individualism is less. So that means they are more into the community and team approach and the team goals and the community well-being. So for them, taking decision in a monotonous manner or authoritative manner is something which they have never dealt with, and they would not like them to be treated in that manner. However, this probably happened. As we go forward in the forthcoming slides, we would realize that as well. The other part is the uncertainty avoidance. And Germans, as you can see, well, let's continue on the same slide. The Germans are ranked at 46 on this scale, whereas the Americans are at 65. That means Americans are not too keen to avoid uncertainty, so that means they believe less in planning and making quick decisions and going ahead because they're more confident. Germans, while confident, but also believe in minimizing the risk and avoiding uncertainty. Hence, their score is low. The other part that we want to talk about is the power distance. Germany has more hierarchy, more number of layers. However, the United States firms have less hierarchy and also presented shared by Stefan earlier. It's a flat structure wherein a CEO is there and not too many layers. They also believe in too much of authority with everyone in terms of not taking decisions, but in terms of treating with equality. Americans per se do not believe in short-term, long-term planning. Their orientation is short-term. As you can see, the scores given to Americans is like 26, and Germany ranks 83 on that scale, which means they have a long-term approach. Can you move to the slide? Thank you. So this led to the clash of cultures, misunderstandings, and these were definitely intercultural gaps. Uh, to say elucidate this, the firm was acquired in November 2016, and in April or March 2017, Mr. Klaus Groman, the owner, founder, CEO, had to quit. This happened over a clash of a strategy, which ideally should have been a combined strategy of the merged entity, the acquired entity. What happened is that Daimler-Benz and BMW were the erstwhile clients to Groman Engineering, and they had a continued contractual binding with them. However, Tesla wanted them because Tesla's arch rivals were BMW and Daimler-Benz. Tesla insisted that Klaus focuses only on their production and quit on these two entities. However, Klaus was not agreed to it and he quit. This caused unrest in all his employees and the workers down to the factory, and they started feeling anxiety and they were worried about their future. There was skepticism, there were exit, and moreover, there was a production loss. Now, this also can be attributed to the fact that US acted very individualistic and Germany was not keen to bend onto that. The Germans were never keen to bend onto that, and Mr. Elon Musk never could handle that, and he could not bend the workers' union. As we realize that the German unions are stronger, they occupy position in the boards, they had much bigger say. However, Elon Musk was not comfortable with the union concept and he wanted to deal directly with the workers. Again, going back to the industry. Now, also on the power distance front, Elon Musk was the only representative to his firm and dealing CEO and dealing with all the difficulties and all the problem solving. However, in Germany it was not like, because they wanted the other stakeholders, the higher senior employees or the other hierarchies to be involved, which Mr. Elon Musk did not want to do. If we see the collaboration continuum model, it says that higher the trust, more is the accountability and more is the productivity and better is the commitment from both the sides. However, in this case, since the trust was breached, there was a clash, there was an exit, there was employee unrest. We moved towards the left side of the continuum model, and instead of getting collaborative approach, we saw only a cooperative approach where things were binding and mandatory were done. However, there was no collaborative synergy seen in this case. Hence, it was actually an intercultural clash, but it remained like a Cold War kind of a situation where production did improve. They in 2019 they achieved 250,000 vehicles per year. However, they remained way behind their 500,000 vehicles target. Let's move to the next page. Now, further to the intercultural clash, there was the mistrust, and then the blame game also had happened, and it was totally because of the intercultural issues. Tesla believed that they could take all the decisions, and they blamed the unions for not sharing the mission of their company, not sharing the mission of their profit making and the number of vehicles production. However, the workers felt that they were insecure and they wanted commitments from Tesla to ensure that they would get their dues, their jobs are secure, they would get their wages rise because they were operating at 30% lesser wages than they had wanted. Tesla offered some bonuses to allay their fears. They also offered some pay hikes, but also wanted only focused production and extended working hours, which was not acceptable to the German workers. This again became a major issue. Move to the next slide, please. If we see the planning stages that have been discussed earlier, picture says that for any acquisition, there should be a detailed planning, there should be an initial planning, and finally the implementation of that. In this case, it was evident that there was no high-level planning done by Tesla because they are more individualistic in their approach. They wanted to control the entire acquired entity and use it completely to their own benefit. While Germans wanted to have a long-term vision as to what is going to unfold for them after 5 years, 10 years of operations together, Mr. Elon Musk, an American, was only focused on next 3 years target of 500,000 vehicles per year. This became a sensitive cultural issue. There was a lack of commitment to both sides. The cultural integration that should have happened immediately after the acquisition did not happen, and this led to a constant conflict taking a center stage and impeding the progress of the production. Now I will request Circle to take you forward on the intercultural issues.